What I'm about to tell you is so unbelievably important that it will change your life. Please listen and take in what I say, because you'll only have one chance to use this in the last 3 months of 2025. If you own XRP, I'll explain exactly what I mean by altcoin season, Fed rate cuts, and other things that will happen and have a huge impact on your bags. First, I'd like to talk about what organizations are doing. Why is this important to you? Big money buyers are buying more and more tech stocks. That might make you wonder what it has to do with XRP. Tech stocks don't interest me. XRP is all I care about. When people spend money, it goes through cycles. Tech stocks are hitting record highs on their balance sheets right now. It's also no news that the stock market is at an all-time high. Gold prices are at an all-time high, and everyone knows that crypto is going to fall soon. I'll say more about that soon, but first I want to talk about this. In the week ending September 11th, hedge funds bought global IT stocks at the fastest rate seen since February. Goldman Sachs says this was the third biggest buy in at least 5 years. In every area, people bought things. What makes banks buy in record numbers now, when the next high point will only be seen at the end of 2021? It's clear what will happen. Groups that handle money know how it works. The Fed is going to print money, which they can see. They can see that M2 is going to go through the roof, and they know that when there is more liquidity, the prices of risky assets go up. And that's what stocks, gold, and crypto are. They are all that. Gains are much bigger in cryptocurrency than in the stock market or gold. This is because cryptocurrency's market size is so small compared to those of the stock market and gold. Things will change, though. Why? Crypto is an alternate form of money that can fix these issues, and people all over the world are starting to realize this, including you lovely people watching this video at home. Thank you for everything. But something else very interesting is going on at the same time. It has to do with ETFs. So far this year, $825 billion has been added to US ETFs. It looks like this will be more than $1.1 trillion by 2024. Equity ETFs brought in $475 billion, which is the vast majority of the money that came in. The most money ever coming in was $543 billion in the first half of 2025. Last month, more than $120 billion was put into ETFs by buyers, mostly big bond and stock funds. If this trend keeps going for a few more months, we'll also see the launch of XRP ETFs, which we know is coming very soon. What do you guys think will happen? I mean, I don't think you have to be smart to figure out that trillions of dollars are coming in. It only takes a small part of that to send to XRP to set off another huge price drop that most crypto users are not ready for. If what I think will happen comes true, many people will see their banks completely blow up, and then they'll say, okay, this is it. It's done. They will either keep it or I will sell it, because they'll be too proud. They'll miss the right time. In fact, I've asked my crowd more than once, how many of you made money during the last bull run in 2021? 5%. Only 5% of people left that bull run with more money than they had when they started. A lot of people became too sure of themselves. Either they sold way too soon because they weren't patient enough to wait for the big move, or they got too cocky and kept holding even though they were making a lot of money. Eventually, everything went back to normal. One thing I've seen a lot of times, it happened in 2021, it happened in 2017, and it will happen again in 2025. This is how some people think. This bull run is not like the others. There have been a lot of cool things going on during this bull run that didn't happen during the last bull run in 2021 or 2017. That is going to happen again this time. For you guys, I think the worst thing you can do is think you know more than the Fed or the M2 amount, and you don't care about the data we have, which has helped me and many other smart buyers find the 5% that really make a lot of money. And I think a lot of you will still make that mistake, even though I told you not to. You'll be too sure of yourself. It's likely that you won't take gains. After it happens, you'll feel bad about yourself for 4 years running up to the next bull run. That's fine. Some people have to go through tough times to learn their lesson. I'm here to help people who want an easy way to learn. I'll let you know when that happens, so make sure you're subscribed. But take a look at these numbers. The price of gold has now hit its all-time high of $3,680. For the first time ever, the S&P 500 finished above 6,600, setting a new record high. Really cool stuff. The prices of every hedge against inflation are going through all-time highs. 20 of the last 20 times the Federal Reserve lowered interest rates, the S&P 500 finished the next year higher. This happened when the index was within a couple percentage points of its all-time high. You have never made a bet this easy in your whole life. Even then, I know some of you will mess it up. Some of you will still sell early even then. However, some of you will still be upset in the comments and tell me you don't know what you're talking about. XRP is over. You might be able to buy any of the top 10 cryptocurrencies today and be better off in a year than you are now, most likely. The odds are in your favor if we look at past averages and talk about every single time the Federal Reserve has lowered rates and printed money. The chances are good for you. That's why this movie is so important. I want all of you to do well. I hope everything goes well for you. I want the best for you all. That's why I post movies on YouTube. A lot of you ask Levi, why do you have to do this? Why do you need to do that? If you're so good at what you do, why do you make YouTube videos? The reason is that I enjoy doing this. You won't believe it, but money isn't everything in life. Finding meaning in life is important. Having drive is what life is all about. It's important to try to make the world a better place and do things that will stick with you. That's what I live for. For those of you watching this video, I know that when I change your life, when you listen, when you subscribe, and when you watch my videos, you'll understand that Levi was right. I'm sure you guys will always be a part of my group. I'm sure you'll continue to help each other grow in the same way. And I know the world will be a better place because I made a difference. I'll be good about that. That's the reason I do this. That's the reason I made my sign. Another big reason is that, let's do it. To be honest, you'll be winning if you can get alerts every time a good start or exit is available.